No Muslim would die, but Allah would admit in his stead.
No. Continue with the hadith, please.
Yeah, this is the still Sahih Muslim. It's the same.
No. I want you to continue with the hadith.
What, with the about mountains?
Yes, that's continue. Don't jump to another hadith without telling me that you jumped to another hadith.
I did open another.
No. You see, this is. If you do this again, I'll walk away. Either you read from the same hadith, but don't culminate to a hadith. I know my hadith, so don't do that again to me, yeah?
Yeah. No.
Beginilah ketika misionaris mencoba curang dengan menggabungkan hadis yang berbeda, hanya demi membenarkan argumennya. Tapi usahanya langsung dipatahkan oleh lawan yang menguasai ilmu hadis.
So, see in here, read it in English.
Okay. There would come people amongst the Muslims on the day of resurrection with as heavy sins as a mountain.
Yeah.
And Allah would forgive them, and He would place in their stead, or place, the Jews and the Christians. And then also, no Muslim would die, but Allah would admit in his stead.
No. Continue with the hadith, please.
Yeah, this is the still Sahih Muslim. It's the same.
No. I want you to continue with the hadith.
What, with the about mountains?
Yes, that's continue. Don't jump to another hadith without telling me that you jumped to another hadith.
I did open another.
No. You see, this is. If you do this again, I'll walk away. Either you read from the same hadith, but don't culminate to a hadith. I know my hadith, so don't do that again to me, yeah?
No.
No, you're reading from two different hadith and you're trying to pass them as one hadith. You shouldn't do that.
I've got three on the same one.
Yeah, but look, Mansour, if someone is reading one hadith and then they to reach a point and they jump to another hadith and link it between them, and then thinking that he can outdo me in hadith. Hang on. This is deceiving. What do you think, Mansour? Shall I walk away, Mansour?
If you feel a deception is being made, you should not even continue with it. Just stick with my hadith.
Okay.
You shouldn't done that. I was really treating you with respect. No. I was treating you with respect. You never say to me, Mansour, he never said, I am actually moving into a different hadith, and this is the deception of the evangelicals. They do this thing. Sorry. I'm speaking to my brother, yeah?
When you clearly see evidence of deception,
he's
apologizing for it.
I'm sorry.
You should end that conversation.
Can I go to another hadith, which is on the same
Mansour,
topic?
come this way, please, Mansour.
You know what?
I tell you what, I'm not going to continue. We'll continue. If you need me, I am here, but I'm not willing to continue with this gentleman.
In fact, the question which is most important between a Christian and a Muslim is in the concept of God or in the concept of man. Our prime difference between Islam and Christianity is it in the concept of God or in the concept of man?
In our understanding of man and God.
The differences that we have between our religious teachings is the prime difference in the concept of God or in the concept of man.
There are lots of differences.
Prime. Where do you get that from?
Where do I get it?
Okay, what is human being to you and what is God to you? Who deserves our utmost importance first in terms of priority and order?
Now you accuse me of deception for moving into something.
No. I am not going to talk to you about this because I wasn't even any intention to talk to you about this. I am going to. The reason I started with this. Hang on.
No.
I am saying the most important discussion to take place between Muslims and Christians should start from where? In the concept of God or concept of man?
Concept of God. Concept of God.
Right. So let's deal with that then. I am jumping topic because that's the most important thing to discuss between Muslim and Christians.
Well, me and my friend were doing a video about this specific hadith. So
But until you deceived me, Until you deceived me. Do you admit that you deceived me?
I opened another
No. You were reading.
Just
you never
open up and say, I'm sorry, I did this without realizing that it was a deception. Go and admit it. Be a man and admit your mistake.
I wasn't deceiving anyone. I opened another.
Be a man enough, admit your mistake.
Say that he never told me. Hang on, by the way, he didn't. He was when he reached the mountains of Tuhama, he stopped there. Then he went to a second hadith thinking that I don't know my ahadith. And I say to him already.
You caught him red-handed.
Yes, I say to him already, if you come to Muslim, the exegesis of Imam al-Nawawi, I am a student of the hadith of Imam al-Nawawi, and so I know my ahadith.
Yeah.
And then he didn't apologize.
And that's why you gave, that's why you asked me to come in and talk to him. And. What's your name? What's your name?
No Muslim would die.
Allah
would admit in his stead.
What's your name?
Hellfire.
What's your name?
Hadith.
Oliver. What I am saying, my name is Mansoor.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. The most important discussion to take place between Muslims and Christians is not about, can you explain this biblical verse to me? Can you explain this hadith to me? Can you explain this Quran to me? Can you explain? No. God. Do you? Wait. I'm now going to come and ask you this question. I've changed the topic altogether.
I don't want to do this conversation.
Why are you so scared to talk about the most important discussion to have between Muslims and Christians? Why are you so
I
scared?
think this is important.
No, this is not the most important.
I think it's very
The most important thing. What did Jesus say? The first commandment is what? Know that human beings are all about God.
He said the greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind.
So it's about God. This is the second, but anyway, it's about God. So now, do you think the one who we should worship should be worthy of our worship?
Of course.
Right. So anyone who's not worthy of our worship, can you call this being God?
No.
Like a tripod?
No.
Good. Do you consider Jesus worthy of our worship?
Yes.
Right. So you consider Jesus to be worthy of worship, and he is able to be called God, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are the most essential attributes of God to be worthy of worship? Does he have to be self-sufficient, independent, and absolute? Or does he not have to be?
I mean, I think God is uncreated and eternal.
I didn't use the word uncreated. So let me rephrase my question.
Rephrase it.
For any human beings to worship anyone and take that thing as God,
Yes.
they or it must possess certain attributes of qualification.
Yes.
Self-sufficiency,
Yes.
being absolute and independent.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Right. Was Jesus self-sufficient, absolute and independent?
In the context of the Godhead, he depended on the Father.
So you answered my question openly and clearly that he was dependent. Anyone who is dependent by definition is not independent. So Jesus, in your own admission, thank you very much, Oliver, you made my case very clearly that Jesus is not worthy of worship and Jesus is not God. Now, do you stand corrected in your belief?
I suppose in the same sense that my heart depends on my lungs to get oxygen around my body. But there's still one...
Any being who is not independent
Yes.
and dependent in any form, shape or way is not worthy of worship. You agreed to that already. So that's the definition that we are working on.
Yeah.
Jesus, in your own admission, you said he is dependent on someone else.
On the Father, yes.
So if he's dependent on someone else means he is not independent of that individual or that entity or that thing or that persona or hypostasis, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
By that admission, Jesus is not God and he's not worthy of worship. So now you've learned something today. I want you to really admit that honestly, I was wrong all along to worship Jesus and call him God.
In the sense that I think he's the image of God.
Doesn't matter whether you call him image or reflection, he's not worthy of worship in any way, shape or form because he is not independent and absolute and self-sufficient.
Otherwise we will all be worthy of worship.
Do you realize, Oliver, to refute the divinity of Jesus Christ, it only takes 30 seconds. And you go along, beat around the bush. Jesus, as you realize, not being self-sufficient, not being independent and absolute, he is not God and not worthy of worship. In fact, he himself worshipped God. God doesn't worship anyone else. God doesn't have a God and Jesus had a God. He said, I'm going to my God and your God. So, by his own admission, Jesus, you have dishonored him, disrespected him by making him into a God and worshipping him. He's free from all of that. And I think, Oliver, it's only, the right heart to say, I need to abandon calling Jesus God and worshipping him, knowing and understanding that he is not worthy of worship.